Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your latest live stream. We've been covering this January window with a lot of consistency. We've been covering this January window with a lot of effort. We as a community, we've been doing a lot. We've been doing a lot. We've been very active. We've been putting on a lot of effort. We've been discussing. We've been having a laugh. We've been in the mud. We've done a lot. But Chelsea, ladies and gentlemen, we can't even do the basics. 31 days. Well, actually, today is the 1st of Feb. Today is the 1st of Feb. 32 days. 32 days have gone. And we've just been able to get rid of Cesare Cassidy. And so many players want out from Chelsea Football Club. It's not even funny. And I don't know when we're going to do these, unless it's a blockbuster last day of the season. I don't know if our directors are capable of producing a madness with several players. And I've said it that, look, it's very important that we get rid of the players that are not part of the plan. To be honest, I don't even know what the plan is. At this moment, I'm not even sure what the plan is. All I can tell you is there are certain players that the manager doesn't appreciate, the manager doesn't want to utilize. I feel those players need to go. Because if those players stick around, it's a bad vibe. And you best believe this is going to hamper the remaining parts of the season. It reminds me of the Potter season, Graham Potter season, having number of players that simply were not part of that season. And it was chaos. It was utter chaos. So hopefully we can get rid of some of these players. We're interested in a midfielder, ladies and gentlemen. We're interested in a midfielder. Such a shame, man. Such an utter foolery. What a circus, man. What a circus. We're going to talk about all of this. We're going to talk about Joao Felix, Mathias Tel. I mean, it was a joke thing what happened with Spurs. I mean, wow. I thought we were hard done by, but the way Spurs got rejected, oh my days, that's in a different level. We're going to talk about Mathias Tel and how we are out of the race. I don't know how you get out of the race when the player repeatedly has said, brother, I'm not interested. I don't know why you're racing. You're the only one racing in the field. You're on your own in this race. I've told you I'm not joining you. And now Chelsea want to come up with a PR by saying we're out of the race for Mathias Tel. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Garnacho, we've got some news in regards to Garnacho and any other bits and pieces that fall in the live chat. We'll talk about that. Big up to each and every one of you guys, already 100 plus in the building. Good to see you all. The Blues, big up to you, my man. Is today final day for January transfer window? No, I don't think so. I think the final day is on our match day. On our match day is the final day. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's the final day. That's what I'm hearing. Duke, big up to you. Matt Charles, big up to you. Dixon, James Atwood, John Flanagan, Abrar is in the building. Andrew, big up to you as well. Good to see all you guys. Gremlin, so many of you guys in the building. Good to see you. Sanjay, Feb 3rd is the last day. There you go. There you go. All right. Midfield. Fabrizio Romano. Let me read it out to you. Chelsea remain in the market for a new midfielder as part of final day's plan. Board working to find the best solution to support Maresca with new midfielder. I mean, what type of a foolery is this? Yeah, let me just quickly share it with you guys. What type of foolery is this? I'm baffled. Chelsea remain in the market for a new midfielder as part of the final day's plan. New midfielder. Don't worry about a striker competition. Don't worry about any other positions. To be honest, striker position is the most important one. Any other ones, look, I can probably wait till the summer now. But midfield is probably one you don't need to be in the market. Board working to find the best solution to support Maresca with new midfield. I mean, where do I even start? Yes, great business. Great, fantastic, stupendous, unbelievable business. Where do I even start? Where do I even start with this midfield nonsense? We have Andre Santos balling at Strasbourg, but we don't want to bring him back. We don't want to disrupt his progress. Let's be honest. At the end of the day, why we don't want to bring back Andre Santos is we don't want to devalue his price tag. It's got nothing to do with disrupting his progress. We want him to continue on so we can cash in big when the summer comes. I mean, prove me wrong, Chelsea. Prove me wrong that you're not going to sell Andre Santos. I mean, how you don't think about bringing him back and you're in the market for a new midfielder. Ridiculous. Ugochukwu. Okay, fine. You don't want to bring in Santos, no problems. Ugochukwu. Relegation battle with Southampton. We don't want to bring him back because we don't want to disrupt his progress. Once again, bullshit. You don't want to bring him back because now he's playing on a regular. His value will increase. And you could potentially look at both Santos and Ugochukwu. One or the other. Maybe both to cash in on in the summer. Beautiful, great business. So people can say, great business. You've brainwashed the fan base. You have absolutely brainwashed us. Not me, some. Where great business is far more essential than actually winning trophies. Okay, you don't want to bring in Santos. You don't want to bring in Ugochukwu. Wait a minute. You had Cesare Cassidy, no? What was the point of bringing this youngster when you first bought him? I remember everyone saying, great business. Great business to bring in Cassidy. Inter Milan starlet, star boy. What happened? What happened to Cesare Cassidy? Sold, gone, Gonski. Great business happened with Cesare Cassidy. There's some sell-on clause as well, 25% sell-on clause. Beautiful. All right, well, Enzo Maresca said KDH is a midfield option. Just a couple of press conference ago, KDH is a brilliant midfield option. He's a midfielder. But is he not a midfielder anymore? What's going on? Is he not a midfielder? What was the point of getting KDH? Great business. That was the point. Well, no, business relationship. That's the other thing. Business relationship with Leicester. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the market for a new midfielder. You let me know. Live chat. Nearly 200 of you guys are live. Take a moment right now to smash the like button, number one. Smash the like button. Would love to see more than 185 likes already. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Don't go away without subscribing. Now, I want to hear from you guys in the live chat. Do you think it's wise to go for another midfielder in this transfer window? With all the options that we have, is there a need to go into the transfer window to do this? Why are we doing this? And look, I'd be somewhat excited. I would be somewhat excited about this, interest of a new midfielder if we were actually serious. If we were actually serious, then I would be somewhat excited that, you know what, maybe we could bring in someone really good. But I know they're just going to bring in someone Mickey Mouse. Some Mickey Mouse selection for a midfielder. I know they're going to do some stupid move again. It might be a loan. Who knows? It might be a loan to an option to buy this, that, the other. But who are they going to bring? The only midfielder that we've been linked with this window was Douglas Luiz. I'm not sure whether we're going to do that. I don't mind him as a player. Douglas Luiz is a good player. I don't know why it's not worked out for him at Juventus, but who else? Put it this way. We're not going to get anyone serious level, you know what I mean? We're not going to get someone who's going to be a needle mover for us. We're going to be looking for some cheapish options, which is going to help us maintain our mediocrity. Let's see. Bro, saying Douglas Luiz will be a good fit. Yeah, look, I wouldn't mind Douglas Luiz. Let's see if his name pops about. They did say that we could potentially use Chalobah. Wasn't it not that long ago? Matt Law said we could potentially use Chalobah. We could potentially use Reece James in midfield. I mean, Reece James in midfield. I know he inverts at times, but to operate completely as a midfielder, to cover so much ground, yeah, let's see. Let's see if Reece James is capable of doing that, knowing his injury record. How about we use common players? Exactly. What a beautiful comment from Skills. Look, you're going to predominantly utilize Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo. Why don't you use a academy player wherever you need to fill in for a little bit while Slavia is injured? Who's that brother that played in the Conference League? Raksaki? Why don't you use him? Why don't we use him? We won't. We won't, though. We all know stubborn Maresca will just play Jackson and Sanchez regardless of whoever we sign. The SDs know this. Yeah. Raksaki was impressive. Yeah, I thought he was. I mean, it is Conference League, but it's worthwhile utilizing him for short period here and there. It'll be good for his development. And it makes sense in this instance because we're not going to get anyone substantial from the market. We're just not that club anymore. We're not going to do some sort of brilliant, transaction here. We're not going to do that. Sancellini, big up to him, is when you have like too many owners of a club, it's like collision government of a country where you can't make a particular decision. It's more like, so it will never work and their aim is just money. Yeah. Big up Ashraf. Big up to you. No to academy players. Why, bro? Why would you say no to this? They're literally going to fill in. It's not going to be a situation where they're going to be thrown into the deep end to play week in, week out. We're looking for cover in midfield. Lavia is gone for 4 to 6 weeks. I know it's a substantial amount of time. But as Matt Law said, Kukure inverts. And Reece James can invert. Cup games for the time being can be looked after by Raksaki. There's KDH. We go to the market. I've got no issues. Go to the market, but buy someone that can actually make a difference. Buy someone that can actually make a difference. Justin, big up to you. Pep doesn't mind playing academy players. Yes, the context is different. Dixon, maybe there's these hate panic buys common in January. Yeah, look, I don't want any panic buys. The sad part is we actually have options in midfield that we can recall, but we just won't do it. That's the sad part. That's the sad part. All right. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the midfield, and I feel that it's a bit of a nonsense. Yet another nonsense situation that's taking place. Now, Joao Felix. Joao Felix, ladies and gentlemen, latest in regards to Joao Felix is that his agent, George Mendes will arrive in Milan today, that is, to meet AC Milan. The main agenda will be for Joao Felix. Look, Valan is saying, Miz, did you react to Matt Law on SDs and owners? Yeah, I did. Last video, really. Joao Felix, ladies and gentlemen, I think he's desperate to leave. And that's fine. I fully understand it. He doesn't get utilized. And for all the people that keep saying, oh, but we need cover for Cole Palmer. Joao Felix ain't coming for no one's cover. Joao Felix wants to start. He ain't here for cover. Joao Felix wants to be a starter. Once again, who made this decision to go after Joao Felix? I know we needed to complete the transaction with Atletico Madrid, but why didn't we just get Omar Dion, man? Why didn't we just do that? Why did that have to break down? I know now a lot of people will say in the live show, you never wanted Omar Dion. Yes, I never wanted, but I never said Joao Felix was necessary either. At least with Omar Dion, I said at least he's a striker. I didn't know who Omar Dion was, sure, but I said at least he's a striker. It makes sense. We're going for a striker. Joao Felix, I said it from the get-go. Fantastic. Good news that we're going to get him, but it's unnecessary. For me, look, if Joao Felix ends up staying at Chelsea Football Club, I think that could be a problem. We need to get rid of Joao Felix. And for Joao Felix's, best hope as well. Like, it's not just for in his best interest, basically. It's for his best interest. If Joao Felix ends up staying at Chelsea Football Club, Joao Felix will suffer because Maresca will not utilize him besides Conference League. He might utilize him in the Premier League here and there. So it's no good for Maresca. It's no good for Chelsea. It's no good for Joao Felix. Best he moves on. I'll be shocked if Joao Felix doesn't leave by the time the window is closed. I'll be shocked. Joao Felix needs to go, ladies and gentlemen. Joao Felix needs to go. Sanchellini, everything about Felix, unless when it comes in the final third, he's not good in the final third, man. Yeah, look, he's a talented player, but he should be doing a lot more. We can't get rid of both Felix and Nkunku. Why not, Herschel? Why not? Both of these players don't want to be at Chelsea Football Club, man. We have to understand this. Nkunku is not going to be Jackson's sidekick. Nkunku will not be Jackson's sidekick. And on top of that, he's not a striker. Enzo Maresca utilizes him as a striker. He is also another player that barely plays in the Premier League. He's not going to be in the shadows of Jackson, man. It's simple as that. For cover. Harshal is saying for cover. Bro, walk up to both Joao Felix and Nkunku and say, lads, you're here for cover. I'm telling you, you're not saying this to these players. These are not cover players. Cover, you want to walk up to Nkunku and Felix and say, you're cover. Oh my God. These guys are in their prime ages. They want to play. They're superstars. Whether we like it or not, they're superstars. Might not have worked out for us, but they're superstars. They ain't going to be cover. Imagine telling Nkunku you're cover for Nicholas Jackson. Oh my God. Personally, I would like to see both of them gone, and we bring in someone that can actually be a bit of a use for Enzo Maresca. But you're right. Maybe one of them stays. I don't know whether both of them will go. There you go. Superstars, my ass. They are, bro. Nkunku and Joao Felix are superstars. Not for us, not for Chelsea, but in general. Nkunku has a high reputation. Joao Felix has a high reputation. Joao Felix should have done more in his career, but he's got a high reputation. Now, I'm not saying they're superstars for us. They're no good for us. You have to understand what I'm trying to say here. Just because they're no use for us doesn't mean they're no use at all. Do you understand? So, look, me personally, I'd get rid of both of them, but I don't think both of them are going to go. As soon as the window closes, look, I probably would like Joao Felix to go because I feel like he doesn't want to be a backup. I'm not saying that Nkunku wants to be a backup either, but at least maybe Nkunku might not create a bit of a fuss. I feel like Joao Felix might bring a bit of a bad energy in terms of if he's not being utilized often enough. And I don't blame him. He wants to play. I don't blame him. But he doesn't fit. He doesn't fit Enzo Maresca's football. We have to understand that. Prem Talk is saying, so you rate Carney over Felix. I don't know who you're saying this to. I would actually rate Carney over Felix under Maresca. Listen to what I'm saying. I do rate Carney over Felix for Maresca football, for Enzo Maresca. But once again, Enzo Maresca doesn't utilize Carney Chukwuemeka as well. Carney Chukwuemeka sometimes not even in the squad. He don't start. He don't even make it. He makes it to the bench in the Conference League. He don't even start Conference League. I would have loved to see Carney Chukwuemeka. I know injuries have killed his situation, but I would have loved to see it. But that's not going to happen. And that's another one. That's another one. You think Carney Chukwuemeka is happy? And we haven't found a solution for Carney Chukwuemeka either. Hashar saying, I hear you, Miz, but God forsaken, if Palmer gets injured, then who plays number 10? So keep one of them. Look, I hope he doesn't get injured, Cole Palmer. But these players are not going to stick around thinking Cole Palmer is going to get injured and then they're going to pounce on that opportunity. They're not Mickey Mouse players to wait for someone's injury. Now, who could play 10? I'm pretty sure, and we've already seen it this season, Enzo Fernandez will end up playing 10. Enzo Fernandez will get thrown into the 10 position. He's already played up front. I'm pretty sure maybe even Sancho could have a shot there. Sancho could play more centrally. Maresca will find a solution. Yeah, KDH, yes. KDH. Didn't we get KDH? We got KDH, no? We got KDH. So yeah, Joao Felix, AC Milan. We'll see what the progress is over there. Mathias Tel, ladies and gentlemen, Mathias Tel. Breaking news last night. Chelsea no longer in race for Tel. Options are United, Arsenal, or staying. And then I think David Ornstein also tweeted out that he might be staying at Bayern Munich. A lot of people are laughing at Tel. A lot of people are very, very annoyed at Tel. Now, what? Look, this player is so confused. This player is so confused. I mean, Look at some of these options, man. Chelsea, Spurs, Man United. These are not probably the best options for him at the moment, you know. These clubs are not operating in the right way. Arsenal, yeah, I mean, they're competing for something. But then again, is it beginning of the end of Arteta over there? Maybe not a good time to go to Arsenal as well. Maybe best to stick around at Bayern Munich. But I love how the PR, Chelsea no longer in the race for Tel. Chelsea no longer in the race for Tel. No longer in the race. Dear Chelsea Football Club, Mathias Tel never wanted you anyway. Mathias Tel was never keen. What makes us attractive? Why would a young kid want to come to us again, knowing all this stupidity that's happening in our football club? Why will Mathias Tel go, yeah, please, I want to go to Chelsea. I so badly want to go there. Why? Yeah, the Spurs thing was funny. Daniel Levy. Apparently, Bayern actually struck an agreement with Spurs. So the clubs struck an agreement for 60 million pounds or euros or whatever the case was. And Daniel Levy actually flew to Germany only to get a no on his face from Mathias Tel. It's probably the wrong club as well for him. He'd probably get game time. He'd probably be starting player, but it's a wrong club for him. We're a wrong club for him as well. We've got too many kids. We've got plenty of kids. We're not the right club for him either. We are not the right club for Mathias Tel either. Fab Bomba. Really? You better not lie to me. You better not lie to me. Fab Bomba. Yeah, see, he lied. Oh, maybe he didn't lie. Oh. Maybe my man didn't lie. I think this is the latest, yeah? I saw this news floating about. Olympique Marseille are in talks to sign Aaron Anselmino from Chelsea on a loan deal until June. Roberto De Zerbi. Marseille will be nice to watch, yeah? Official bid has been sent, as L'Equipe reported. Understand Borussia Dortmund have also asked for Anselmino this week as an option. Wow. Great business. Great business. Great business. He was always going to be loaned out. I thought he was going to go to Strasbourg. I like those loans, though. Marseille is a good loan. Roberto De Zerbi, you'll learn proper football, hopefully, over there. Dortmund is not a bad loan either. Niko Kovac, I think, is back over there. They might be doing some good things. This one I don't mind. Look, Anselmino wasn't going to play for Chelsea Football Club. We've got Achapong as well. Reece James is back. Chalobah is there. This one's Dixon. I'm not being sarcastic on this one. This one I'm okay with. Anselmino loan. That might actually be great business. That one for real great business. I think for his development, for his growth, I think that one's a good one. From the little bits and pieces that I've seen of Boca Juniors, of him, clips, he seems like a good defender. But I want to see him defend more, obviously. Ball-playing defender. I've seen a lot of ball-playing from him. So, yeah. That's somewhat of a good news, I suppose. Coming back to Mathias Tel, we're no longer in the race. What sort of foolery? What sort of absolute foolery, huh? What sort of absolute foolery? Maresca said he and De Zerbi are close friends and they always discuss football, so maybe this is actually a good loan for him. Yeah. I agree. Miz, are we shipping out Disasi? I hope we are, but apparently we're stalling on the Aston Villa deal. Matt Law, Matt Law. Jeff is saying Matt Law. Matt Law alert. Let's have a look. Oh. As they wait to find out if Fikayo Tomori will join from AC Milan, Tottenham have considered a late move for Chelsea's Axel Disasi. Aston Villa also interested in Disasi. More to follow on Telefootball. So hopefully Disasi, he can leave as well. He needs to leave. He needs to leave. He needs to leave. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this maverick. Look at this maverick. Jeremy Morrison, Miz, you didn't want Tel in the first place. So why moan now? Brother, I'm not moaning. Yes, I never wanted Tel. I'm glad for his sake. Tel's a very good player. But for his sake, I never wanted him here. And for our sake as well, because we got not enough kids. But I'm laughing. I'm not moaning. I'm laughing that Chelsea's putting up PR out there that we're out of the race. What race? What race were you in? What race were you in, Chelsea? What? Player has told you repeatedly, don't be in the race. I don't want you. Don't be a participant in the race. I don't want you. Yeah, we want to race around by ourselves. Our SDs, two of our SDs are running around in the track, in the field, track field by themselves. They're racing. Lawrence Stewart and Paul Winstanley. They're racing in the track field. There's no other participants. They're all racing by themselves. Winstanley and Stewart. Racing. Racing against who? A load of nonsense, man. We wasted so much time in that deal. Wasted so much time. I'm not even upset with Tel. Look, whatever he does, look after yourself. Look after yourself. I'm not even upset. Imagine Disasi in Ange Highline. Oh, wow. More than you can believe. I can't wait to laugh. More than you can believe. More than you can believe. Now, Alejandro Garnacho, ladies and gentlemen. Alejandro Garnacho news. Looks like he might be staying. Fabrizio Romano saying that looks like he might stay. And it was a little bit evident from Ruben Amorim in the last few matches Garnacho was starting. And look, I'm happy. I didn't want Garnacho either. I'm happy. I just felt that it was going to happen. Because these are the stupid moves that our owners and our board, they love to complete. So I'm glad. And I'm sure Garnacho, his agents, they would have seen the backlash. And I'm sure even Chelsea, in a hierarchy, would have seen the backlash from the fan base that no one wanted Garnacho. Not a single soul wanted Garnacho. Well, there's always some parts of the fan base that thought, yeah, no, Garnacho would be great. Yeah, bring in Garnacho. He's a baller. I'm glad he's staying. I'm glad. It's good for Man United as well. I think Ruben Amorim likes him. It's good for them. Good for us. We don't need Garnacho. If we are getting an attacking player, we need someone far better than Garnacho. Far better. But the problem is we're not going to do far better, We're not going to do that. That's the problem. Le Man, Miz, did you want Palmer to happen? You can tell that this guy only recently became a subscriber. The Palmer news just materialized out of the blue. We weren't really linked with Cole Palmer. It just happened. few days before the transfer window, I think. It just happened right at the end for Pochettino. I liked Palmer when he was in Man City. I liked him. I thought there was some, there's a proper player developing there. So when he came to Chelsea, I didn't mind. I was like, sure. I wanted more experience. I wanted a player with a little bit more experience, bit of know-how. But it was clear to see that Chelsea Football Club don't want to entertain experience. I never said that, this guy's a bad player. I thought he was a good player. From what I saw in Manchester City, I'm like, he's developing into a very good player. I never said that, I don't want him at Chelsea. No. I'm not going to say that I also said that I wanted him or anything like that, because the news literally just dropped. He became a Chelsea player and that's it. There wasn't like link after link after link. Yeah, Palmer was that secret signing. Exactly. Mr. Fenny, we were linked with Olise, then the deal fell through, then we went for Palmer. Exactly. I wanted Olise. Everyone who knows me in the live chat knew that this for me was a game changer. Olise is a game changer. We could have still got Olise and Palmer. We could have got them both. Because Madueke still plays, right? Olise could have played in that Madueke spot. Palmer plays more centrally. We could have played them both. In fact, Olise was this summer. By then, Palmer was already part of our team. Olise was this summer, or the last one that went. Yes, we were rumored with him the summer before as well, but Olise was well and truly in the news this summer, or the last summer that just went. Fab News, are you talking about Anselmino? We've already covered that, my man, Jake. If you're talking about Anselmino, we've covered it. So yeah, Garnacho, ladies and gentlemen, probably stay, and that's fine. I'm not unhappy about that one bit, which is probably good news for all parties involved. Alex, the Great, Maresca is a disgrace for forcing out Felix and not utilizing him enough. See, I hear you. I hear you on that first line. He's a disgrace for not utilizing Felix. But don't you also want to think about it this way, Alex, that why was he brought in? I know we wanted to finalize the Gallagher transaction. I get that. I understand that. We should have got maybe Omar Dion. But knowing, the SDs, did they consult this with Enzo Maresca? Did they actually consult Joao Felix with Enzo Maresca? Because Enzo Maresca never fancied him from the get-go. So we can't just solely blame everything on Enzo Maresca. I think he takes part of the blame for sure, but not the whole thing. We need Felix to stay. The SDs did their job bringing him in, and Maresca messed it up by not playing him. See, no. SDs did a job bringing him in for what? You need to collaborate with the manager. You need to ask the manager, hey, do you think this player is going to be suitable for you? You don't just bring in a player and throw it to the manager. Go and just do something with him. No. Isn't it meant to be a collaboration? It's meant to be a collaboration, right? It's meant to be a collaboration. Yeah. Disasi to Spurs. Is that happening? Is that happening? Axel Disasi has been approached by Tottenham as they are insisting for a new centre-back. Disasi already agreed personal terms with Aston Villa, and he's now expected to make a decision soon, up to the player. Well, it's not really up to the player, is it? It's not really up to the player. Because we've blocked his move. Well, not blocked. We are stalling on Aston Villa. We're not really letting him go. Aston Villa got personal terms agreed, but we're not letting him go. So it's not really on Disasi, is it? Dixon, you have to utilize what they have provided for you as a tactician. Maresca let us know good players can't play together. back to the days of Hazard, Oscar Mata, and co. Yeah, look, why hire Maresca then? Like, our owners and our sporting directors apparently did their homework when they got Enzo Maresca. So why hire him? Surely when you were hiring him and you were having the conversation about changing contracts that, yep, we're about to hire you, surely you talked about, okay, how do you play, Maresca? How do you play? What do you think about the squad? Can you utilize them? Can you utilize them all? When these conversations taking place, Nkunku was there, Cole Palmer's there, Chukwuemeka's there. When these conversations taking place? So when Joao Felix conversation came around, shouldn't Enzo Maresca and the sporting directors collaborate together and go, do you think this is a good move? Do you think we should be going for them? Going for Joao Felix? I'm sure Enzo Maresca would have said, look, how do I fit him in? I've got too many options already. I think this is another one of those business relationship, right? We wanted to we wanted to finalize the transaction with Atletico Madrid, but also Jorge Mendes. Our owners are friends with Jorge Mendes. We want to buy a club from Portugal. Was this a friendship thing? Was this a friendship thing? Look at this guy. Look at Sam. Look at this guy. Means you always moan about people love using the word moan. You always moan about. I don't know. Do you like that? Do you like that word moan? Yeah, you like that, Sam? You want people moaning to you? Means you always moan about experience, but then force out Disasi, who's a leader in the dressing room. Can I even take this guy serious after that? Can I take Sam seriously after saying that first line? I don't even know what he's going to say in the second line. Don't forget, this guy actually played in the World Cup too. He's just on bad form and he needs confidence. How do I take this guy seriously? Look at the nonsense he's written here. Brother Sam, you wrote so many words here. And every word, you know what it's saying to me? Nonsense, 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 nonsense. You wrote hella nonsense. Better you shut off your phone or your laptop or your PC, wherever you're watching me from. Sit down somewhere, grab yourself some water, have some water, hydrate. If you're with your mom and dad, say hello to them. Say, Miss said hello. Talk to them, have some quality time with them. You're wasting your time writing these stuff. You're wasting your time. Incredible. Incredible. But yeah, Disasi, yeah, another one that needs to move on. 100%. Mr. Sanders, what's wrong with doing business with Mendes and spotting a good opportunity? We got a top player in Felix and then can buy a Portuguese club down the line. It's a win-win situation. Great business. That's it. Mr. Sanders, I like that. Don't worry about talking to the manager who's actually going to set us up how we want to play. Don't worry about that. Don't worry whether he can actually utilize him or not. Don't worry about trophies that we should be competing for. Yes, what's wrong? What's wrong? I love it. I love it. See, our owners love people like Mr. Sanders. Our owners love them. Our owners want all of us to be like Mr. Sanders. Our owners, both of them, Iqbali and Bowley, they sit down on their knees, hands together, and they're going, please make everyone in the Chelsea fan base like Mr. Sanders. Please. He understands great business. He gets it. Proper Chelsea, he gets it. He understands great business. Make everyone like him, please. Incredible, incredible. Joao Felix, the AC Milan are good. Want to see him start games and have fun with football. Chelsea needs some years for the young players to be big. Nicholas Millard, we are a business club now. Brighton 2.0. Yeah. Akasemi, big up. Felix isn't even serious. He claims he hasn't settled in any club. We give him a 5-year contract and he can't even fight to displace either Noni or Sancho. That's how I see if he's not ready to fight. It's mad. The long-term contract as well with Joao Felix is pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. Like always, it's been brilliant talking to you guys, mingling with you guys. Smash up the like button. Would love to see you guys absolutely annihilate the like button, get it to 300 plus. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. If you want to see more foolery from some parts of the fan base in the live chat and you want to see me react to that kind of stuff, in live stream, smash up the like button. You're not going to get anything like this, any type of entertainment like this elsewhere. Believe me. There's a lot of foolery that's happening in the fan base, and I'm here. I'm here to entertain you guys. I'm here. All right, big up to each and every one of you guys. I'll see you guys sometime later tonight. We'll see what we can report on later on. I'm sure there'll be some sort of news that'll happen. Obviously, there's a lot of Premier League matches as well that's taking place. So let's see. All right, take care. See ya. Catch you later. Bye.